can't be here in the U.S. tomorrow. It's too much for me. It's too much. It's too much. Like I've absolutely, and I'm not gonna preach. I promise. But I have not gotten political on stage this entire tour. I've managed to totally keep my cool. But like, I guess I'm glad I'm doing much. And it's funny that I met my wife after marriage equality happened in New York State. And I don't think I could have imagined how much stability it has given to my life. Like before it was a real thing. Before it was like, well, I could have a commitment ceremony, but that's beautiful and romantic. But before it was like this thing this very grown-up step that I could now take. I didn't really think of it like it was an option for me. And I did have a very different lifestyle. I wasn't stable. I had a lot of crazy relationships, and I had never thought about, like, the way I thought about being with someone was not what I thought about after I knew I could actually get married. And my choices were totally different, and the people that I became interested in became completely different. And suddenly my life took on this, suddenly I was looking for a partner and not just looking for some crazy fun thing to happen and then to implode and write songs about. I feel like there's so many people who they might be in my position and don't even know it. Like, fuck the fucking system and fuck the goddamn bourgeois institution that is marriage and the whole thing. And then suddenly you can do it and you're like, wow, it changed everything. And I think that I wrote this album in a state of happiness, but not just happiness and contentment, like focusing on my stability in the future. And I was already engaged pretty much by the time I was making the album, and it was really important and special. And I think that not that you can go and like magically hear it on the record, because there's some crazy dark stuff, believe me. So don't get me wrong, that's not going away anytime soon. There's still some evil that has to, get out. Yeah, I don't know, I didn't really mean to say anything, but it's never occurred to me that it was so important knowing that I was starting a relationship with someone with the option that we could one day be married, not like one day we could tell everyone we would commit. Like, we could really do it on paper, and that's a big, there is a fucking difference, okay? It just is. Anyway, I'll quit, but I'm glad that, I'm glad that I'm proud to be in this state. I finally, after so many years, changed my driver's license to New York. Changed my car insurance and my driver's license to New York. Finally voting in New York State. I was voting in Georgia for a long time, so giving that old Democratic push. But anyway, so yeah, it's absolutely changed my life, and I hope that I'm standing on a side of history that will eventually include everyone. Did someone film that? They put it on YouTube? Because all these gay groups keep they keep asking me, can you please do a video? And I haven't wanted to do anything because it's like this intensely private time for me. Like, I'm getting married and I have to protect my family and my union, but now I probably shouldn't have waited till the day before. It's like me, I'm always cramming. I wrote this song with a string quartet, and they're called Ethel. They're in New York City. And it's a pretty, some fans, excellent, wonderful. They're amazing, and it was a thrill. They play on two tracks on the record, feature Kaki King and Ethel. So this is a song called Fire Eater, and I am going to attempt to do it all by myself. And I wrote it with this, it's sort of like a classical piece with a couple movements, albeit short. And if I pass out sometime in the middle, then you just have to revive me. Because, I wasn't Juilliard trained or any shit like that. Came from the streets, yo. Thank you. Thank you guys.